What's up, everyone? I found out one cool thing I can do for a bit of an after hours here from Mictlan City. This is your host, Cullen Schmid. I'm going to talk about how to detect scams and cons and con artistry. Just because, since Facebook had a weird thing back in September where all of a sudden, I've heard from a couple people, their feeds were just flooded with people and asking for requests and all that. And I tried, I had a following at the time, so I started just talking to them a bit, and it was always some of the things they were doing is they would be flirtaceous sometimes and then ask for gift cards. They'd ask to be flown out and then you pay for their flight. Some of them will even try to enlist you into bikers or illuminati or any of that. And one of the problems is they might have been tipped off that you were in a certain demographic strictly because you can think of that how grandmas get scam calls and stuff like that. But with cons and stuff, one of the main things you see is they're probably impersonating someone. It's not some beautiful woman who's really funny and flirtatious and just asks for gift cards all day and stuff like that. And then you'll notice they start to get irate and they might even go public on your feed if you don't give them what they want. And they'll they'll be very insistent that oh, we could make money together, we could do all this, I love you, all that cool stuff, except for the fact that you don't know them. And they know they're trying to gather information about you, and that's why they're asking all these questions about you, but they never tell you who they are. And that's one of the biggest parts of it. A lot of things they might tell you might be a lie, and it might, that beautiful woman that I described that's asking for gift cards might be some dude in another country. You know what I mean? So it's just stuff to watch for. But the reason I bring this up is just they are getting a little more common, especially on older social media. And they can be quite elaborate, they can be quite deadly, and no one wants anyone running off with their money, right? And one of the worst examples in history, well, I'll go with a couple commons. Nigerian prince one, and that's been one since the 1800s, and the Mexican goddess impersonator. All right, stay tuned. Glad you're listening.